Have you ever tried making your meat pie filling this way and see how wonderful and deliciously your meat pie would taste? Yeah, I made this meat pie filling because I had a request from two beautiful ladies that I should show them how to make meat pie filling my own way. And trust me, if you want to really know how I did this, stay to the end. For your meat pie fillings, you need beef. You can either use the fresh beef and then just grate it with your blender. I'll show you what I'm going to be using for today's recipe. I'm going to be using these potatoes. You can decide not to use potatoes. And here I have carrot, and here I have some green peas. Okay, you can choose to add onions. Here I have the both type of onions. I have yellow onion, I have rosemary leaf, I have the red onions. Okay, and I'm going to be going in with some scotch bonnet because I want that little heat. So you can use any of these seasonings. I have adobo seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, I have garlic powder, paprika, I have thyme, which is one of the basics for your meat pie fillings. Okay, so yeah, I have curry, and I have turmeric, and I have cumin. Okay, you can use any of these and you can skip any of it. So to my pot I have hot water. The reason is because I want it to cook down this potato immediately. So I'm going to add this potato. What you want to do first is add your potato to your pot. I have different ways actually, but this is one of those. This is how you want to parboil your potatoes because you want it soft. You don't want your potato hard in your meat pie as a filling. So you just want to add salt. Go ahead and cover it up 10 minutes. Come back to check. So drain this out. And set it aside. I'm going to be using this extra virgin oil. You can choose to use any oil of your choice. Better still, you can use butter. But at this point, I want to use this extra virgin olive oil. So guys, all you want to do is to grease your pan like this. Make sure you don't add too much oil. Just a grease. To my pot, I'm going to add my onion and my rosemary. So here I have my onion, my rosemary, and so you just want to toast it. Toast, toast, toast. Remember, we are making meat pie fillings, and you want your meat pie fillings to come out very delicious. You want it to come out flavorful. This is how you want to go about it. Trust me, you will love that you did this. Next, you want to go in with your thyme. Next, you want to go in is with your curry, with a little bit of turmeric. That is if you eat turmeric. Go in with your paprika if you eat paprika. Paprika is so delicious in any meal. Go in with a little bit of cumin. It's my onion powder. I'll go in with my black pepper. Let's toast all of this together, guys. Mix everything together. I promise you, my kitchen at this point is amazing. The fragrance here is awesome. Awesome, guys. This is the reason why you want to go about your food some kind of special way. Just give it some patience and trust me, you will love that you did. Add your beef, guys. I like to have pepper in my meat pie filling, especially if I'm making meat pie for an African family. This hog is going to Amarachi and Okuchi just because I did meat pie not quite long ago, and I sent to them, and they said it is so delicious that they want to know how I got my fillings done, and that's why we are making this meat pie today. I'm sure you know I have a lot of meat pie recipes on my channel, so go look out for it and try to make it for your family, friends and loved ones. I'm sure you will love, love, love. So the reason why you don't want to add too much oil is because the beef itself has some oil, so you don't want it to have excess oil. So all you want to do is to mix until your beef is completely brown. You want to mix until your beef is brown. Until your beef is completely brown, nice and tasty. You can go in with other things. Make sure you keep an eye to it because you don't want your beef to get burnt. So you fry until you achieve this look. This is how your beef should look. You see why I say do not add too much oil, because it will give you its own oil. So I'm going to drain the oil out before I start putting the vegetables. At this point, add in your potatoes. Add in your green peas. Add in your diced carrots. How is it looking already, guys? Isn't this delicious? That is how you want to go about your delicious meat pie filling, and you'll be happy that you did. This is how a meat pie filling should look, fresh and very delicious. So I'm going to be showing you what I will use to bind this together. You can choose not to bind it together. You can still go ahead and do this. Guys, can you see how this is? Can you see how this is looking? So at this point, if you want to go ahead and put in your meat pie dough like this, that's fine. If you want to bind it, that's fine. So I'm going to bind it with corn flour. To eat healthy, so you can choose to add corn flour, you can choose to add cornstarch, or you decide to use flour, whatever you choose to use. To bind it will be good. Add some more water. Now mix everything together. Make sure it's not burning. This hug is going to Amarachi and Guchies. They have requested I make my meat pie fillings for them to see how I make my meat pie fillings. Yeah, this is how I make my meat pie fillings. If you want to do business, whatever you want to do, you want to make meat pie for your children, because this is also something you want to make for your children. I make meat pie a lot of times because of my family, because everybody needs it for snack. We need it for snack, we need it for breakfast. We can quickly take tea with meat pie. Sometimes in the night you can snack on it if you don't want to eat something heavy, you know. So I'm going to be making sausage roll as well. It's already cooking. So here is our meat pie filling, guys. case you want to know how to make meat pie fillings, this is it. I'm going to taste, guys, and see if I need to add any seasoning. Because trust me, this beef has salt on its own. I'm using the beef that has some salt in it. So if you're not using beef that has salt, go ahead and season to your taste. I added adobo seasoning, which is my seasoning for this recipe. If I taste and I need to add seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of Maggi, because this is meat pie. You don't need this seasoning to season it too much now. Perfect. Perfect. Everything came out so good. So yummy. So delicious, guys. With this, you will eat and eat and eat meat pie and be filled up. This is so delicious. This seasoning should be like this. Delicious. Everything is accurate. There is no excess carrots. There is no excess potatoes. The beef is quite enough. Here's my meat pie batter. Alright, I'll set this aside. I went ahead to mix this because I have a lot of things I'm doing here today, which I'll be showing you. So, but I've gone ahead to mix this. Just let me know in the comment section if you want to know how I mix this very meat pie batter. I'll show you on a very different video, because I have different ways I mix my meat pie batter. Okay, guys. Here's our meat pie filling. You want your meat pie filling to cool down very well before you start putting it into the batter. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to set it aside. I have a lot of meat pie recipes on my channel, so you can go look it up and see how I got my batter done. But this is a special way I went about it. It's very different from what you have on my channel. Before we put it in the oven, we need egg to beautify it, which I'm going to flour to spray on our table. So on my table, I'm going to sprinkle some flour. This is just to make sure that you know, the meat pie doesn't stick to the... I'm going to knead my meat pie batter. Knead until you achieve the right consistency, until you get it to the way you want it to be. Go ahead and cut your meat pie into the shape of your choice. Cut them into the smaller sizes until you have everything this way. Measurement if you like. This is something I've been doing and I'm running. This is not the time for that. So guys, here I'm adding my filling to the meat pie batter. I'm going to shape it into the shape of my choice. If you like, you can do this. If you remember those days when our mothers were doing meat pie, teaching us all of these things, we measure with our eyes and then we just smell all the smell with our nose and everything. If you understand what I mean, say hello on that comment section. If you like, guys, you can do this. You can use cutter, you know, if you have cutter. I have cutter, but this is what I choose. You can also do that. You can just do this. Put this here. Give it this beautiful shape. Meat pie, beautiful shape. I have my cutters, but honestly, this is how I've done it for years, and this is how I love to go about it. This way, I'll be very fast. This way, I'll be very fast, and yeah, I'll just be running and running until I get it done. So I'll go ahead and do another one so that you can see, and then I'll do it behind you because I'm running late, guys. I'm so sorry, team. I didn't show you a lot on this video, but go check up my meat pie recipe on other videos because there wasn't enough time on my side. So I got to just get this done and dispatch it to every place that I needed to take this meat pie to, and it was a lot. Not the last batch. Guys, this meat pie is so good. Come on, baby. Let me open the meat pie. Be careful, Mem. Guys, we are very busy here, for real. I want to open one so you can see the filling. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, this one has a lot of filling inside. So guys, see how the filling came. This is how your meat pie should always look. This is so good. I hope you find this video interesting. How to make your meat pie filling. Ask me questions if you have any questions. Feel free to talk with me on the comment section. Guchies team, be loving, be kind, be merciful. God loves a merciful heart. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for helping me to get to 5,000 subscribers. I'm grateful. God bless you mightily. I'll be talking to you guys soon. See you in my next video. Ciao, ciao. So guys, I'm setting it aside. Anyone I do, I just set it out, put them in the tray, just getting myself ready to go and get this meat pie to the places where you need to go. Stay tuned. We are running late. We have sausage also. We have sausage. And we have meat pie, guys. And this is the pepper soup. I'm taking this to a newborn mom. All of these are going out. Guys, I have a lot to clear. Can you see my table? See my table. It's not funny, guys. It's not funny. Yeah. I still have some in the tray. Still have some coming out, guys. And I still have a few here.